Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even buy.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Seattle.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Fowler. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fowler. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run a essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Watson.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers and freed up the D-lineman to make the play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Kamara will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again to Howard up the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, That just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Let's go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Fowler. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Howard up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, they run with Howard. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Looking to throw. Fowler. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. On the counter, here's Kamara.
You ain't going nowhere.
And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun, Fowler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
On the give, running right is Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Kamara up the middle. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Looking to throw on second down. Fowler. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Rosas good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
On first down, it's Watson. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A give to Kamara running right.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Watson. His throw incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that, because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fowler. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A give. This is Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give to Howard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. It just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
On 1st and 10, Fowler. This is the tight end Fant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw on 2nd down, Fowler.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw again.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
A good pickup there at 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
10 more there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
PAT up and good by Rosas as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Watson off play action. On the move to his left. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Again to Howard up the gut. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But
Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Ready? 79 Broncos!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find Judy, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Give to Walker on the read option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fowler. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw. Fowler. And he comes back with 1 complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Operating from the gun. Fowler. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw. Fowler. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Saints, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it,